Okay, so thank you all for joining us today for this virtual meeting. Under, unfortunately, these new circumstances, we had to meet virtually with my students and even with the students from the other go-to schools. But I feel that this situation gave us a lot of opportunities because even though we are not meeting our students face to face, they still managed to continue working from home, and they did lots of interesting things. And in fact, I will be sharing this presentation.
Can you guys put your mics on mute, please, when she's talking?
Yes, it's very important that you mute your microphones, please, so to avoid any disruptions. Later on, if you would like to ask something, share your experience, just raise your hands and unmute your microphone, okay? So I'm going to share my screen with you. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
So today we are going to celebrate the successful GLOBE project. I am going to highlight. So just to give an idea, this project started way back in October, where Ms. Rafaela and I met during the annual regional meeting in Fiesta. And well, I think it was a very successful project. And today we are in fact celebrating all of this. So basically, on 11th February, we had a really successful international call commemorating an ecological awareness day in Israel to Bushfat. It was something new for us in Malta to learn about this ecological awareness day. And in fact, some of my students even carried out research, and we've learned lots of interesting facts about it. And they shared all of this, not just during the international call between the schools in Malta and in Israel, but afterwards, following the international call, my students also shared this information with the rest of the school during the morning assembly. We planted the trees, just to highlight for those who joined us today, this project involved not just observing the fig tree, but we planted fig trees in our school garden, and also the olive tree, which symbolizes peace, as to commemorate this new friendship between Godsden schools and schools in Israel. We disseminated this story, this project, on social media, the school Facebook page, news portals, and also this project has been selected, highlighted as a Globe Star story on the Globe website. These are some highlights from the international call we had on the 11th of February, during which also Mosenson High School, they planted the tree also during the call. In our case, we planted the tree afterwards. And here we can see the students who participated. Okay, maybe before I move on, Ms. Rafaela would like to add something.
Yes, thank you, Ramona. I wanted to thank the Youth Embassy for all the support, Youth Embassy in Malta and in Israel. And before I say some words, I would like to ask to invite Mr. Christopher Green from the Youth Embassy in Jerusalem to say some greetings and some welcome word, if you can hear us.
Yes, of course. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Hello, Christopher.
Good morning, all. I'll be very brief. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Christopher Green. I am the Environment, Science, Technology, and Health Chief at the U.S. Embassy. And my job is to help U.S. scientists cooperate with their counterparts in Israel and Malta, in your countries, and future scientists as well, to all the students here. As you know, the Global Learning and Observations to Benefit the Environment program is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. And I just want to thank all of the participants involved, Rafaela, Ramona, and of course, all of your related ministries of education and other internal programs such as LEAF that was mentioned, and the other people supporting the GLOBE program back in the US, and the US Embassy Malta and US Embassy Jerusalem. And of course, all of the educators and teachers and the students. Those are the most important participants in GLOBE. The ones that are interested in science and the environment and the study of trees and nature and their related life cycles. I really, truly look forward to the presentation today, and I wish you best of luck in this Zoom call. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Christopher. And I want to share with you my good experience. It was a full partnership with Miss Ramona, and we planned everything together. We were very excited together, and we were able to catch up our partners with this enthusiasm. The program started quite small, I think, and during our meeting, it gets bigger and bigger. It has grown despite the difficulties of the social isolation period that inflicted on us because of the coronavirus. We have found a way to continue to collaborate and to promote the student learning enthusiastically. So for this, I would like to thank you, Ms. Ramona, and to thank Dana, Bara, and Lenka for all the support and the assistance with everything we asked for. And lastly, I would like to thank the school principals, the teacher, the best teachers that we have, and the students for all your commitment and for your wonderful work. So thank you all.
Thank you so much, Rafaela. And maybe some other guests would like to add something before I move on with the presentation to explain how the project continued.
So if I can add a few words, Ramona?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, so hello everyone. I greet you from Prague, from Czech Republic, and I work at the GLOBE Regional Coordination Office. And what I want to share with you is that with my colleagues Bara and Dana, we have been closely following your cooperation, reading your posts, seeing the results of your observation, watching your pictures, paintings, and all your activities. And it's amazing that even though it was quite difficult this spring, it was not possible to go outside, or it was very limited, you still managed to go and observe your trees somehow. This is really amazing things. And on top of that, you also grew your cooperation into exchange of culture, traditions, and language. And we really appreciate it, and thank you for that. I think it's a very good example of how GLOBE activities can unite different schools, different cities, and even different countries together, cross the borders. And it's a good inspiration for the whole community. And one last thing is that the results of your work are also very important, the data which will be used by scientists and will be valuable for their research. So thank you very much for all your hard and great work. Thanks also to Ramona and Rafaela for coordinating and starting this project. And I hope you enjoyed it and that you will join the next campaign and your cooperation will continue. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Lenka. Thank you for your continuous support, and definitely, I think also as the teachers can confirm and the students, it was really interesting, and we would definitely like to continue this collaboration and also our participation in the phenology campaign. I don't know if there's someone else who would like to add something.
I'd like to thank the heads of school, if possible, for making it possible for us to get involved in this program. Thank you, the head of schools.
Thank you, Ms. Jessie. Maybe Mr. Johan Gatt.
Yes, what I wanted to say basically is that it seems that all your enthusiasm is really contagious, because every speaker that you have seems quite interested in what you're doing. And I wanted also to say that ever since GLOBE was introduced here, the program has been spearheaded by Ramona's contribution. I feel I have to say that, because As you know, it has picked up from Gozo basically, and now it is also in Malta, and thanks to her, and also to the participation of the educators we have here. And last but definitely not least, our main protagonists, who are the students, is being received very well. We are also in contact with our LEAF network, which is 26 plus countries, and they do also have some students who are on board, and we're trying to also collaborate, and that's basically why I'm here, to see how we can collaborate with our counterpart countries, and also to learn about new ways how we can collaborate with other countries who are not yet involved in LEAF. LEAF is basically an international environmental education program. It's called LEAF, stands for Learning About Forests. And just to put you in the picture, Malta, the forest land cover here is below 1%. So you can imagine how challenging it is for us to learn about forests. We only have small pockets of woodlands, but notwithstanding all this, we're doing really great work, like this stuff will be introduced to today and in the past exchanges that you had amongst your countries. So well done to all, and I'm looking forward to see the presentations as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Johangat. Anyone else? So maybe I can move on. I don't know, Ms. Ryan Yanda from the US Embassy in Malta. Maybe you would like to add something before we move on.
Sure, Ramona, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys inviting me to join you guys today. I used to do some work in Israel, and of course now I'm stationed here at the US Embassy in Malta, so it's really beautiful to see you guys come together. We have long been we at the Embassy have long been supportive of the GLOBE program, and we're really excited to see what you, Ramona, have done with it, and of course you too, Rafaela. So thank you so much for inviting me today and letting me be a part of this. I want to echo what some of my colleagues have said, and just say thank you to the students. What you guys are doing is just amazing. We all know that we have a lot of issues with climate change and with the environment, and the science that you guys are doing is really inspirational and really going to have an impact. So thank you to you. I'll keep it short. I'm looking forward to seeing today's presentation, and thank you again for having me.
Thank you so much, Ryan Yanda from the US Embassy, for your continuous support as well. Okay, seems like
Ramona, yes? I just want to ask Dr. Ofer Mukadi to say some words, and then we can offer. Can you please?
Yes, sure. First of all, I'll rename myself so that all participants can read my name in just a second. And I'm extremely proud and happy of what you are doing, in collaborating between countries, remote locations, sharing a common goal to study and do good stuff to this place that we share and live in. It's extremely important. It's part of basic education and of future not only citizens but future leaders of this humanity on this planet. And I really want to congratulate you guys for all you have done, and just hope and expect that you keep doing the stuff to promote collaborations, international collaborations, with this goal in mind. So just good job, and thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Ofer. Ramona, we can continue.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. So basically, this the slides show some highlights from. You can still see my presentation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. Highlights from the international call we had on the 11th February, where during the day, not just we planted the trees, but the students, they sang songs related to the environment, and also they read 3 blessings, both in English and our own language. So, how did the Globe Phenology campaign kept rolling from closed schools to safe homes? So, well, basically, I did not have access to continue monitoring the fig tree which we planted at school, but this does not stop us because there was a fig tree growing close to my home, and I started observing this new fig tree. Ms. Jessie from Gozo College Rabat Primary School planted her fig tree in a pot, so it was easier for her to continue monitoring the same tree because she took the pot at home, where she continued monitoring and observing the leaf growth, which we then shared this the progress of how the tree grew with our students and also with the rest of the teachers participating in the technology campaign through this discussion forum on the Globe website. We also held various video calls and group chats with teachers and students, and also myself and Raffaella continued this planning through online meetings, and the students from home, they continued to participate in this campaign by doing research about the fig tree. So some of them did research about the fig tree, where they learned lots of interesting facts, also the culture linked to this tree. They also prepared posters and labeled different parts of the tree in different languages, in Maltese, in English, and in Hebrew. And also they found recipes using the fruit of the fig tree. And some of them, did not just find the recipe, they also tried, they cooked the recipe themselves, and also took videos of themselves preparing these delicious recipes. Last but not least, on 14th April, we were invited to share this collaboration during a webinar, the Trees Around the Globe Student Research Campaign. It was quite late for us in Malta because it was at 7 in the evening, but a good number of my students attended this meeting, they participated, they shared their experience, and we received lots of positive comments and feedbacks of our project and the students' presentation. In fact, here, one of the attendees, in fact, said that Malta students are amazing and what a great presentation. So as Raffaella said, this project started with just a small idea and it really grew so big and it attracted lots of interest worldwide. Here is a screenshot showing the way how I communicated with my students through Microsoft Teams. I created this team on Microsoft Teams where I shared the progress of the new tree which I was observing. I sent the date when the tree made its bud burst, how trees were growing and the rate at which they were growing as well. And in fact, I produced this timeline. This tree is the tree I observed for the Gozo College Middle School. Later on, I will show you work done by the Rabat Primary School. So in this timeline, we can see how the leaves grew, the leaves we were observing, and when we had bud burst, and the first 3 leaves growing until on 25th April, it was really in full leaf, but also figs on the branch that I was observing. Here, I am going to share with you some of the work my students did from home. These are some of the recipes they prepared: fig and walnut cake, for example, another fig and apple pie, fig jam, also bresaola around 5 figs, with figs being the main ingredient. Also, the student prepared fig rolls and she sent me the process, the whole process. She prepared this video. We're not gonna see the video here, but later I will share the presentation and you can see all of this video clip. Other students here, look, this poster labeling the different parts of the tree in different languages and research about interesting facts about the fig tree. These are all the work my students did from home. We communicated, as I said, I explained what they did, and they were really, really responsive and participated a lot. So, before moving on to share the work done by the students attending Gozo College Rabat Primary School, I would like to invite any of my students who did all this work, who are also present here today for this online meeting, if they would like to share their experience with us. Are there any students, please? If yes, you can unmute your microphone, please, and start sharing your experience, maybe.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I am very happy that I am
Introduce
observing.
yourself, please. First, tell us your name.
Yes, I am Julian Saliba from the Eco Scola in Gozo. My teacher is Ms. Ramona Marcia. And as she said, we were still observing and seeing how fig trees grow and learning about the meaning of the fig tree and in fact even the fruit of the fig tree. And we are really interested in how these symbolize these amazing fruits of the fig tree. And as we did research too, and we really learned about in Israel and to Bishpat, memorizing the fig tree. Thank you, Simona.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you so much. In fact, Julian prepared the poster and it was very interesting for him. I think it was the first time for him to write in Hebrew. So yes, thank you so much, Julian, for your input. Is there someone else who would like to?
Yes.
Hi, Xavier. Hello, Xavier.
My name is Xavier. I am very interested in the fig tree. It is an amazing tree. I really like the work of everyone. We really seen it grow. The projects that we done are very interesting.
Very good. Thank you so much, Xavier. In fact, Xavier prepared also the research about the fig tree. And yes, he shared with us lots of interesting facts. Someone else from my students who would like to share their experience?
Me, please.
Hi, Daniel. Thank you. Yes.
My name is Daniel Grek, and at the beginning of the year, I was not a member of Ecoskola, but when on February 11th, my fellow students had the call, and after a few days, they presented their work in the school assembly. I was very impressed by what they were doing, and I decided to join. Unfortunately, I can't really tell you about what we did before the virus, but even though we were in these circumstances, we were still able to involve different people and do. We use even though the coronavirus canceled some plans. We're planning an exhibition which would happen. I think it was 5 days after. It was planned 5 days after schools were closed, but we had to cancel that. But we were in these circumstances. We could still participate, and we could still learn about fig trees, and we could still learn more about our planet.
Thank you so much, Daniel. And the fact that the students are highlighting that they are part of the Eco Schools Committee, because Eco Schools, another international program which we linked with our Globe project. In fact, Daniel, as he said, he was not part of this committee, but when he saw his friends, his classmates talking about this Tu Bishpat, he got so interested that he joined our committee and in fact started contributing to this amazing project. Someone else, other students, please.
Hello, my name is Audrey Mekallef.
Hello, Audrey. Yes, thank you.
Doing this research was a fun process, which I enjoyed doing and consider it as a break from my usual work.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Audrey. All of them, they are very hardworking students. And yes, I'm very proud of them because even though because of COVID, we had to stop, we did not meet at school. I think this gave us a lot of opportunity to continue working on this program. Okay, can I move on or there is someone else maybe?
Miss Ramona, can I add something?
Hello, Hannah, yes.
It's very awesome to be part of the Eco Schools Committee, but because of COVID, we had to stop everything. But we still continued working at home. Although we couldn't observe the victory, Miss Ramona did, and I did 2 recipes about the victory. It's an honor to be part of the Eco Schools Committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Hannah. Very good. She also is very active in the GLOW program and in the Eco Schools Committee, because the Eco Schools Committee, as I said, groups everything, the LEAF program, the GLOW program, everything. And also I have to say that we link this with the Eat Winning program, which is also an international program, a digital platform which connects schools in Europe. And we also got schools in Turkey to join the GLOW program, and they did observations, but not on the 50, on something else. That's why I did not mention that at the beginning. Okay, maybe I can move on if there are no other students who would like to add something. There are others who have joined us. Okay, so we can proceed by sharing the work done by the GoTo College Rabat Primary School. Here we can see a timeline of event also related to the tree that they were observing. This fig tree, look, it's the small one here, which was bought at the beginning of this collaboration. It was planted at school, and then it started growing very beautifully, and the students started observing. But then, since the schools closed, Ms. Jessie took this pot with her at home, and she continued doing the observations herself. And she also shared with her students the growth of the leaves that she was observing. And on 16th May, they were very happy to share that their tree also produced the first figs. Okay, then they also communicated with each other, and they also did research. They learned interesting facts about the fig tree as well. Ms. Josephine Kakia, who also is part of the project from the Rabat Primary School, did an interesting presentation. I could not share it all of you here, but I will send it with this presentation. Something which really caught my attention is that in Gozo there is also a festival which celebrates, in fact, the fig tree. Okay, there is a settlement in Gozo, Shara, which on 2 days they celebrate the fig tree. So look how important this tree is also for the culture here in Malta and Gozo. Other students did the poster labeling the parts of the tree in different languages. Also, Ms. Jessie gave a hand at this, and she produced a really nice poster. And also, here we can see another student who is in year 4, who did this beautiful drawing focusing on the fruit of the fig tree and labeling as well different parts of the tree. Miss Lorna Camilleri, who also joined us today for this virtual meeting, prepared this delicious cake using again as the main ingredient. We also shared between our schools, we also shared the leaf growth because we don't just measure the leaves and share them with our students. We upload the data on the GLOBE database, and here you can see the dates of observation and how the leaves grew. Okay, different conditions, different locations, but in my case, there was lately a steady growth. In the case of Miss Jessie, it was the rate of growth. Maybe also because it is planted in a pot. So these are all questions that can be investigated. So, before I conclude, I would like to invite now Miss Jessie and her students to their experience.
Ramona, I'd like to thank everybody who actually participated, especially the students. They took a significant interest.
Sorry, Miss Jessie, can you go closer, please? Because we cannot hear you well in my case.
They took a significant interest in seeing the actual fig tree, and they really couldn't believe how it actually grew, and bearing fruit in a couple of months is unbelievable, because usually a tree takes a year or two before it bears fruit, at least in my experience. I'd love to give the opportunity to my students to talk, because I think it's interesting to hear them.
Okay, but
Mike?
Is there someone from Miss Jessie's class who would like to share?
Yes.
Yes,
Me.
Gabriel, okay, and Rafael?
Is it Gabriel or me, did you say? Okay. My name is Sarah.
Okay.
When we planted the fig tree, it was a great activity. We also saw it grow. When we talked to Israel, it was a very interesting talk. And we also made bookmarks about the fig tree. And on some of the bookmarks, there were how to make a fig tree cake, fig tree cupcakes, fig tree pie, lots of fig tree sweets. And that's why that's why I love Ecoscola, and I will keep going at Ecoscola.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Maybe there's someone else from Rabat Primary School.
Hello.
Hello, Gabriel and Rafael.
It's Warren. It's Warren.
It's Warren. Okay.
So my name is Gabriel, and I'm 8 years old, and this is my first year in Ecoscola, and I liked it a lot because we did lots of activities, and I was the one who drew the fig tree and the Latin words, and I learned a lot about the clouds and every tree.
Thank you so much. Someone else, please.
Me.
Hi, Warren. Yes.
So about the fig tree, I love the fact that I wrote, like, there was one that after Adam and Eve ate from the forbidden tree, they covered themselves with fig leaves.
Interesting. Good to know. Very good, Warren. Interesting.
I learned a lot of new stuff about the fig tree, and I really like the finding of facts. I like the facts a lot.
Very good. Thank you so much. Okay, someone else, please.
Ramona, maybe we can continue and ask the students from Dimona.
Yes, please. Yes, sure. Because Dimona is the primary school that was linked with Rabat Primary School. We all worked together, but we had 2 primary schools and 2 middle secondary schools involved. And Adi from Dimona Primary School will now share their experience. We can see that they are already back at school. Hello, Adi. unmute your microphone, please? Okay.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We're very excited to take part of it. We are very excited because we are at our school, like you can see. This is the second week that we are back at our school, back to see each other. We're very excited to do that, and we're very happy to see you. My student also work from home. I also have a fig tree near my house, and we observed this tree and we saw the progress of the tree. And now my students want to say a few things and share their information and their experience in this program.
Thank you.
I learned new
Hello.
Hello, my name is new information about history and teach my friends.
The other students, please mute your microphone. Xavier, mute your microphone, please. Mute your microphone, please. Okay. We cannot hear you. עדי.
עדי, אולי תתחילו מההתחלה כי לא שומעים. Can you start again because we can't hear you? Okay.
Yes, of course.
My name is Ria from Begin. I learn new information about the factory and teach my friends. My name is Doreen. I'm from Begin. Ramona. I drew a I drew a fig tree and read. I read three. I read three and I wrote the parts of the tree, English, Hebrew, and Maltese.
עדי, אני מצטערת ככה לעצור. I'm sorry, but we can't hear you. Maybe you can use other phone or the computer or something. We can't hear you. Can you hear them?
No, we cannot hear them, unfortunately.
No, I cannot hear them.
We can't hear you. Adi, is there anything?
I will try. Yes, I will fix it.
Okay, so maybe, okay, till you fix it, maybe we can speak with Noam. Ramona, is it okay?
Yes,
Noam?
sure.
Okay,
Noam, so Noam is the teacher from the secondary school.
High school.
Yeah, high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, so I'm Noam. For those who don't know me yet, I teach at Mosinson High School. I think my students are the oldest in this collaboration. They're in 10th grade. And actually, we were very excited back in February when we started. We planted one fig tree and the whole very big event with representatives from the U.S. Embassy and Israeli representatives, different ones. It was, and I was live in Malta and other schools in Israel. It was very nice. And then we had about a month when we did the observations. Although even in February, we already missed most of the buds, which apparently, I don't know if it's usually this early in Israel or this year was earlier than usual, but most of the leaves were already open when we started. And then came the coronavirus, which I don't want to focus too much on the difficulties, but for us it was very difficult because my students are from different countries in the world. They come to Israel and they stay in a boarding school without their parents. So once the coronavirus started, about half of them went back to their countries. So I had students in Australia and South Africa and Holland and Turkey and Italy. And so we were scattered all over the world. And from this point, it was kind of difficult to continue. Some of the students had a fig tree somewhere they could come and watch. So we kind of sent pictures to each other of the fig trees. They also did the research about the fig tree. I'm sorry, I don't have a presentation about this. Or students, because they are right now, they're not back in school. Although the school system in Israel is back, but we have a few classes like this in Mosinson, and since a lot of the students from abroad are still abroad at their homes, so they're still learning in remote learning, because not all of them are here. So they're right now, they have school, so they're attending Zoom classes. But they did the research about the fig tree. And then we started with the with the recipes. I forgot the word. They did some recipes, but then it kind of stopped. We didn't really reach an end for this. So we're really looking forward to continue this either next year or now that some of them are back. Maybe we could reorganize our research and program and continue. But we definitely want to do this again next year because for my students, it's more about the scientific side of it because they're older and they can go deeper into this. So we really were disappointed that we couldn't continue the actual research with the tree that we started. So we would really like to do this again next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to add something? I'm sorry.
No, this is basically what we did shortly, but
okay.
These are the
Thank
main
you
things.
very much. Thank you, Noam. I think Adi is ready, so we can continue with Adi. Adi? מוכנה? תבטלי את המיוט. Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yes,
Hello?
it's much better.
Okay,
yes.
so now
Yes.
Hello, my name is Priya. I'm from Begin, and I learn new information about the factory and teach my friend.
My name is Oren. I'm from Begin. And I drew a fig tree and wrote the parts of the tree in English, Hebrew, and Maltese.
Hello, my name is David. I'm from Begin. I searched and wrote many interesting recipes using figs, and we will try to make them.
Hello, my name is Mark.
Hello, my name is Moti. First of all, I'm very excited to meet amazing people like you. And every day we take data about the fig tree, and the globe program. For me, this is an amazing thing that I've ever seen. And every day we take we take about 2 years or 2. Well, I'm very happy to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So my students are very excited to meet you all, like you can see. The GLOB program is very important to us in our school. And thank you. We're very happy to take.
We can't hear you, Adi.
Your microphone is muted, Adi.
Adi, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Were you able to?
It's getting muted.
I think there is. We'll try once.
Okay. So can you?
No, it's not.
Can you heard all the kids talking?
Yes,
we heard them.
We heard them, but we didn't hear you. So
okay. So I said that GLOB program is very important to us in our school, and we're very proud to take part in the key.
Okay, so Adi, I'm sorry, but we can't hear you.
We're so happy to keep.
So maybe I will tell some of what Adi did during the social isolation. She opened a group with her students, and she was teaching them by the internet. They were investigating the fig tree from home, and they were sending photos of the fig trees and recipes, and they were talking about all the influence of the temperature and the moisture and the humidity on the fig tree. And I think that's about it. And they were all into it and were very excited to learn about it, and especially to get to know all the wonderful students from Malta. So I think it's the main thing that Adi wanted to tell us. I'm sorry that we can't hear Adi. It's okay? Did I miss something? Okay. Okay, so Ramona, we can continue.
Yes. I think that's all for today, because we highlighted all of the activities that we did before and how our project continue, even though the schools were closed. So a big well done, and thank you to all involved, to all the teachers, to all the heads for their support, and of course the US Embassy for their continuous support. Dana, Lenka, and Bara from the GLOBE program as well. I would like to thank you so much for supporting this international collaboration. Maybe you want to add something, Dana or Lenka?
Very good work, Ms. Ramona. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ms. Jessie.
And Rafaela. Thank you.
Yeah. And I would like to thank you once more, all of you. It's so great to hear all the students talking. I saw you I know you from the pictures, and I know your posters and the paintings that I saw now in the presentation. So it's amazing to see you alive here. And yeah, it's very brave from you to come here and talk in front of everyone. Good job, really. We appreciate it a lot. And yeah, I hope we will meet again on the next meetings, and that the cooperation will continue. Thanks everyone. Thanks to the teachers as well. And once again to Rafaela and Ramona.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Keep it up.
Yeah, may I add something also? I'd like to thank everybody, because I'm really excited about all the presentation and what I can see online. And if you will continue with the research, the project research, so you can also upload the projects, for example, next year to the International Virtual Science Symposium. And so then your presentation can be shared within the community, Globe community. And I think it's also a very good experience, especially for high school students or secondary school students, to try this opportunity to upload their presentations there or the results of their research project. So you can continue there. And good luck to everybody in your cooperation. And thank you for support.
Thank you so much.
you.
Mr. Reza Camilleri, Head of School of Gozo College Middle School, would like to add something as well.
I was really impressed with the way even the students cooperated together, the way they learned. So I have just only one word: well done, and keep it up.
Thank you so much, Ms. Camilleri, for your support. Thank you so much.
Can I say something?
Ms. Kakia, she's also a teacher at Gozo College Rabat Primary School.
Yes, I have been very much excited about working with Eco School and with the different projects brought forward. But I am also very, very proud to see that the students that have been our past students, this is something which we instilled, Ms. Jessie and I, okay, and all the coordinators who were with us, the head of school who supports us. They, now they have moved on to the middle school, and we are seeing them with their continuing work over there. This is what we want, and this is I encourage all the time, and whenever I have time, I encourage children to join the Eco School program, because in this way we have many adventures to follow. Okay, this is a holistic program. The Eco School program is a holistic program. So I thank you all for your support and for giving me the opportunity to be along in this adventure. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Kakia. That's why, again, we are highlighting Eco Schools. That's why we linked it with the GLOBE program. It was a way of how to integrate, how to introduce the GLOBE program in schools in Malta and Gozo, because we already have a committee which is set up, and it's sort of easier to implement the GLOBE program in this way.
Thank you. I thank you very much, Ms. Ramona, because it has been a new experience to amalgamate, to join one thing with another in a beautiful way. Thank you very much.
Because now we brought in the international element. We also collaborated not just between schools in Malta and Gozo, but we collaborated across borders with Israel. It was a fantastic experience.
And just to add one thing to your future scientists.
Yes, our future scientists. Very good. Yes.
Yes, sure. Yes, yes.
Okay, I think that's all.
Mr. Spiteri, would you like to add something?
You have to
yes, I would like to thank all of you. I have been listening to all the teachers involved, the educators involved, and the students themselves. And as Ms. Jusa said, I am very happy that the students who are part of our committees at our school, they went to middle school and they are there doing a very good job. There's the head of school, Miss Teresa, and you, Miss Ramona, and all the other teachers. That's very good that teachers from primary to middle school, as they move on, they still feel part of all these projects, that they are doing their best for a better world for you and for me, for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, I think we can conclude here. It was an amazing experience. Thank you to all the students once again for continuing their work even from home with all the difficulties it brought, but we managed to continue this amazing project together, and we look forward to continue working with Israel and to consolidate this great friendship that has been born through the GLOBE program.
And if I can add, I think it's the GLOBE program is like a bridge between people. And this is the bridge that we build between Israel and Malta. We get to know each other, and I'm waiting for to continue this program and looking forward for the next year.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I think we can end our call here. Yes, Lincoln.
I just wanted to clap my hands for all the great speeches. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
All for everyone who cooperating. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
And I must not add Miss Marvick too.
Bye-bye,
Miss
all.
Marvick,
Congratulations.
great
Yes, Marvin
help.
was here
Thank
as
you.
well. Thank you.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye and good day for everyone. Bye.
To you all.
Bye.
Have a great
Hope to see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Amazing.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you.